Following segment is sponsored by Oakdale Egg Farms.
You have to be angelic to make angel food cake.
Well, you've come to the right person.
Well, I was going to say, we got to find someone to do that.
Ron. So this is very fun. I'm so thrilled with Oakdale eggs. I grew up with them, Wrightwood eggs, Napoleon Dynamite. You saw it in the movie, the egg farms. So I grew up going to the egg plants up there in Franklin, Idaho, when I was little. And so this is really fun. So I've started out to do the angel food cake. And what I'm doing now is sifting together the flour and some of the sugar together here. And I've done that now about 4 times. And so it's ready to go into the batter, which is going to consist of basically meringue. So I have 1 cup of meringue here, which is about 8 eggs. And so you can adjust those accordingly, 7, 8 eggs, depending on the size of the egg that you're going to use. Now, before you add anything into the egg whites here, I'll turn that so you can see it a little bit better. What's going to happen is you want to get them up to frothy, a little bit frothy. And so once they become nice and frothy, then you're going to add in some of the other ingredients such as the flavoring. So it's going to have about a teaspoon or so of vanilla that's going to go into there. It's going to have some almond extract in there as well. And I think the almond is what really makes it. I've been over here eating part of this cake over here already. It's like, oh, can't wait. It's my favorite cake. A little bit of cream of tartar, which is an acid that's going to help to stabilize out those proteins in there. And so let me find the right one here and get that going in there. Now, once this comes up to about soft peaks, you can add the remainder of the sugar. Remainder, that's a good word for you. Remainder, about a teaspoon there, and I had to do that several times to get in a teaspoon of that there. Also, about a ½ a teaspoon of salt's going to go into there, and once you get all of those into there, turn up the machine, get them up to soft peaks, and then you're going to add in the remaining sugar that goes into it. So an angel food cake is basically a meringue that's fortified with flour in there. And so that's how easy this cake is to put together. Get the meringue going here, put the flour into it. It's simple. And I love using the Oakdale because, one, it's right from my backyard growing up, and they're omega-3, high in omega-3s, organic, range-free, all that kind of good stuff. So it's a good product. Head on over to the grocery store. I was at Smith's this morning. Somebody asked me, where are you getting all your flour? Smith's had flour. It looked pretty much stocked, just like any other day. So just go there. You can find it there at Smith's. Also, they had lots of eggs and all meats and everything. So looks like things at the grocery store may be returning back to normal. Thank goodness, guys. So I'll keep working here in the kitchen. These are coming up to about just under a soft peak. I'll get that sugar added into there, and when we come back, I'll show you how to finish it up.
So do you have some whipped cream and strawberries to go along with it, or what?
No, you were supposed to bring those, Ron.
Oh, well, I forgot.
Did you forget? Oh, typical. Typical.
Okay. So
Best part of angel food cake is the little crusty tops.
oh, yeah. I love angel food cake.
It is so delicious. And I'm going to be honest with you guys. I love to eat it just plain.
Me
I don't
too.
want
Me
anything
too.
on it. No strawberries or whipped cream, Ron. You can do that at your house. But at my house, I'd probably just serve it to you plain because that's how I enjoy it.
I like it that way.
Good, good. So now I have these are the stiff peaks, and you can tell stiff peak when you dip that into there, and then you're going to hold it up. The peak essentially, well, now they've gone down a little bit. It just stays up in a straight, stiff peak there. So that's how you can tell when they're up to the stiff peak there. And so these are good right now. Have the sugar already into there. This is the flour now that has been sifted with a little bit of the sugar, and I'm going to add this into. You can do it in batches if you want to. I'm just going to do it all at once into here. And many times it says, fold the flour into there. What that's meaning is just do something that's not going to deflate all of the egg whites that you've just whipped all that air into there. Because with this particular cake, it's the air that causes the lift in the oven when it goes into it. All the little air bubbles caught in the protein strands of the egg whites. So once you get that all mixed into there, I just use the whisk. You can use a spatula if you want to into there. Whatever works best for you. Now just make sure that that flour is well incorporated, and then you're going to use an angel food cake pan, and there's a reason for an angel food cake pan. The bottom comes out of it so that you can remove the cake easily, as you can see. Also, it has these little prongs on there so that after it's baked, you can invert it like this on your counter and let it actually cool in the pan itself. Now, depending if you're using a store-bought or homemade one, you may need to put a bottle on there so it holds it up higher so it doesn't flatten down onto there. This is a smaller cake here, and so it doesn't come all the way up to the top of the pan, and so it's perfect for this because you can just add that right into the ring pan. Your oven's preheated to 350 degrees, and you just put it in there and bake it for about 30 minutes or until golden brown. Once all that cake batter is put into there, take a butter knife, run it through the batter to make sure all air bubbles are removed from there, large air bubbles, I should say. This recipe is on cookingwithchefbrian.com right now. It's featured, and special thanks to Oakdale Eggs for today's segment with the eggs, and head on over to KUTV.com as well for the recipe. So guys, this is ready to go into the oven. I'm going to be eating angel food cake for a week now. I love it.
Yum. Easter recipes all week.
Yeah, Easter recipes all week.
What's tomorrow?
Ham. Easter ham tomorrow.
Good. All right. We can